So these plants almost died, but they're still alive. It's been a rough year for me and my plants, really. Uh, at one point, I had the house down to 40, and it looked like they were going to be so sad that they were going to die. And then I also previously they weren't really growing very much because I don't think I was giving them enough nutrients. So I added nutrient solution to them basically every week now. I even increased it significantly for about a week. That's got this nifty little sensor thing that can give me some feedback on where things are at. Although they're doing alright right now. And in fact, there's a bloom now. And there's one of them actually growing. The strawberries. They didn't grow very much, but they're alive, so that's one thing. And I'm learning, so that's another. I don't know why this one though did so well with the leaves, but never produced fruit. Um, and it was like it's sort of a darker and less soil one than the other ones because at one point my shelves fell over and I had to pick them up and put it back uh, into the pots. But yeah, so I got down to like 40 something, and they were looking all sad, and I was they weren't very moist. So I rewrapped them because at one point I had them unwrapped because it's like, well, it's gotten too hot during the summer, and so I was afraid they were going to die from that. But as it gets closer to winter, I needed to rewrap them. I added the lights back to it because the lights weren't added to it. And then I added the jugs with a little bit of water into each layer so that they could store heat and also increase the humidity. And they came back to life. They look like they were basically gonna die, and then they've come back to life. And it's actually one of my little apples died, I'm pretty sure, or is just dormant. And then another one, it looked like it was dead for a few days, and then these last few weeks after I had a nutrient solution to their soil, it came back, and it's grown like that in like just like a few weeks. So it's growing really fast now. Um, my sprouts give me fresh vegetables every week. I can add them to my sandwiches or make it my own salad. Well, these didn't ever do anything that they were supposed to. I was gonna try and see what would happen as they grow. I'm still trying to see whether or not they'll continue to grow or not. They were beets. I was gonna either use the beet greens or get beets that never actually. I don't think they ever produced beets. Same with these radishes down here. Never actually produced radishes. But there's hope for one of them to possibly flower. And then if it does flower and I can get seeds from it, then I can continue my sprouts. Here. Let me see. But yeah, see, they came up good at first and then they like died off. I don't know. Live and learn. Live and learn. But yeah, I'm gonna change my strategy here and some of the blank areas and remove dead stuff and plant different things that possibly will be faster and more benefit and not as much hassle as some of these fruiting things.